All right, another piece of industry news is the Era, a small company out of Arizona. They have about 10 to 20 employees, I think. They just raised a $12 million financing round, so a nice, healthy size of capital coming into their company, I'm assuming for more innovation. They're known for their Nomad charging pad that they put out a year ago or so. Have you been able to take a look at that and any of their other technology? Do you have an opinion about this technology?
I've looked at the Nomad. I haven't looked at other products or other technologies. So I'll just give my opinion on multi-device charging in general.
Okay.
One of the main challenges of multi-coil charging is what we call the disparate sizes. Mm-hmm. When you have a transmitter coil that is 40 to 50 millimeters in diameter, and then you can have a wide range of size of receivers. You can have as small as the earbud case, or maybe the earbud itself, so as small as 10 millimeters, and as big as the phone coil, which can be 50, 60 millimeters. When you have those size differences, the coupling efficiency is affected, and that's just physics. So it's an inherent physics challenge that this type of multi-coil technologies have, and there's a lot of innovation that can be done around it, but it could be interpreted as a limitation.
But so these are limitations in physics that we've known about multi-coil arrays, and they use a PCB array, which I think is cool. It's more durable, and I'm really hopeful that they'll bring more innovation to this, because the flexible user experience is very beneficial to the end user. So I think it would be fantastic if they can use this capital to keep pushing innovation. Didn't Apple throw a further wrench in this problem though, or am I just assuming that? Okay, so talk about how Apple kind of compounds the problem of free positioning.
So Apple, they kind of had their foray into these multi-coil systems, and they publicly canceled it. And one of the main theories that we internally have of why they canceled it was because of these disparate sizes. So these disparate sizes, by the way, its low coupling efficiency, are translated into heat.
Yep.
In order to solve that, Apple kind of went with MagSafe. MagSafe guarantees a good coupling always between the transmitter and the receiver.
Because they're stuck together physically.
They're stuck together. Yeah. That is contrasting to what Ara's trying to do with their multi-coil system, where you're trying to have flexibility in position, whereas the MagSafe is trying to have a sole position, a perfect position.
Sure.
So those magnets that are trying to guarantee that are gonna try to couple with a particular coil.
Sure.
And that may bring in misalignment problems, heating problems. So Apple's direction may kind of bring some issues into these multi-device coil systems. And also the fact that MagSafe operates at a higher frequency than the normal chip frequency. So now
I think the watch does too.
And the watch does at another frequency. So now you need to kind of juggle between these frequencies and juggle between the magnetics challenges of MagSafe. So it's a hard problem to solve, and looking forward for that innovation to go in there.
Yeah, so it's great to see new capital coming into innovative companies in the market. We wish Jake and Eric, the founders at Era, a lot of success, and hope that they can continue to bring better user experiences to the market.
Yep.